Okay.
Let's do it.
All right, we're going. Welcome to the TrainAnything Show. This is John.
And I'm Dylan.
We're passionate about all things endurance. We're here to inspire belief in action, one podcast at a time. We believe anything can be trained, and we're here to talk about it. And today, we are joined by two special guests who are here on behalf of, a real sponsor. We have a real sponsor today. The pod today is sponsored by Unwaffle. We are here with the Waffle guys. We'll talk more to the Waffle guys later.
But first, Waffle Wheel. Alright, here we go. We're here in Montana where a waffle is from. Eating golden circles like a hungry mastodon. Looking at the flavors, praying to God I see chocolate. You can train your legs, you can train your will. You can fill an empty stomach, so get your waffle fill. We're hoping for a waffle to curb our cravings tonight. Oh, blueberry waffles or lemon poppy seed. Chocolate is the best, you gotta get the whipped cream. Hey, vanilla and cinnamon. Oh, savory garden herb got me saying a word. Original waffle, nah, it can't be erased. Hey, now we're welcomed in. Hey, we got there. That was incredible. I mean, I never expected to come in here and have you guys write a song.
Yeah, written.
We go extra on this
podcast.
So
we do. You just have to put up with our singing, but
I feel like we just made it. Like we have a song about our grandma. You guys have a song. Yeah. It doesn't cost any extra.
That's right. It comes with it.
No, but thanks for being here, guys. Before we, get to know you guys and talk about your business on Waffle, John and I start the podcast off every week with our Train Anythings. So we believe anything could be trained, and we like to talk about it. So this can be like anything in life. So whatever you're training, this could be like a fun tip, nugget, could be serious, could be fun, anything. So we're all going to go through it.
Yeah.
John, kick us off.
I'll start.
Train anything of the week?
My Train Anything this week is, are you even looking? What?
Oh my gosh. Right, everyone buckle in. Here we go.
Are you even looking for the fitness gains, like for the edge of your fitness? We talk a lot about meeting yourself where you're at when you're training, and in order to meet yourself where you're at, you have to look. In order to look, you have to push yourself. Mm-hmm. So if you're in a place where you're either just rebuilding, or maybe you feel like you're in a rut, like I would, or in a rhythm and you're kind of bored, I would ask yourself, are you even looking for the edge of your fitness to push it to that next level, or to bust out of whatever you're in? So it hit me during a swim on Wednesday. That's why it counts as a Train Anything. But I felt like during that set on Wednesday, like I was looking for I was on the edge of it, and I was looking for some fitness. I was like, are you there? There was a little bit there. Not a lot, but I found it. And so you have to push to find out where you're at, to then keep progressing. It's important.
Yeah. That's a good Train Anything.
So what I got.
I'll go next. You guys can be thinking about yours.
Furiously thinking.
Yeah.
High bar to set.
Yeah. So I've been, my Train Anything is just being consistently good. So not worrying about being, knocking any workout out of the park. Like, those are special days when that happens, but just try to show up every day and swim, bike, run in life with my kids and marriage, and just be consistently good at what I do. And I think over time, I know that's going to reap really good results. So just consistently good. Don't stress the home run stuff. That stuff will come hopefully on race day. But yeah.
Do you feel like, so is that like, is this a shift? Is this an embrace? Is this a realization?
Yeah, I'm a bit of a perfectionist. I think just being an athlete, I think we can be sometimes. We overthink the numbers and the paces. So I just think I know the standards of my competitors, right? And just like be consistently right around there. Don't like overachieve, because that just leads to burnout and getting tired, you know. So I think it's a bit of a shift. Yeah, like I love the quote. There's it's better to stack 100 good workouts in 3 months than 10 excellent workouts in 3 months. So I think that's kind of definitely where that's coming.
It's better to stack 100 waffles also.
Because
that's better than one waffle.
Indeed.
Depends if you eat
Once
them
the
all at
waffles
once, it might not be that, actually. You gotta pace yourself, right?
Yes, that's right.
Waffles is also an endurance activity. I was actually in the kitchen yesterday training. I was working on a couple new flavors, and I left after a few hours, and I had consumed 10 waffles in 2 hours. And I was feeling pretty full. So to push 90 more, you know, I would have, maybe that's a 2-day endurance.
2-day.
Seriously. Well, if you ever need help, just send them.
Yeah, that'd be an okay 2 days.
I'm always eating waffles. All right, but that's my Train Anything. You guys, Joe, do you got one?
Yeah, sure, man. Another high bar to set. I think I'm going to piggyback on that a little bit, because just to, you know, let the audience know I'm the least endurance athlete here, so it's probably going to be more of a life lesson, I would say. But we just got a puppy, and we've been training the puppy, and
It counts.
I've never done that before, right? And so it's been a whole experience. And one thing that it's really teaching me right now is how to manage expectations and handle frustration when I feel like we're not making the progress that I feel like we should be making, right? And there's definitely, you know, teaching me a lot about myself, probably more about myself than actually teaching the dog. There comes a time in that process where I get frustrated and like overwhelmed a bit. I'm just like, man, I need to just step back and just appreciate these moments and understand like it'll all happen in time when it's supposed to. So
Right.
that's my
Anything.
That's
Sounds
train
like
a dog.
I love it. You can. Yes, it counts.
Train the dog.
Train.
Dogs train the trainer in a way that really children.
That's what it feels like.
So it's like they're conditioning you in a way so that just in preparation for maybe the next thing.
That's exactly
I feel
what
like it
feels
helped us, Molly. And
Having
I,
dogs first.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's a little less selfish, right? You're like, okay, it's not all about me. I got to take care of this dog. I got to let him out.
It sounded like you wanted to sit the dog down and have a meeting. Like, did we have a meeting? Like, we're gonna sit down and have a
not
meeting.
looking great, okay, but there's something we can improve.
I see potential here. Love it.
Well,
What do you got, Erik?
I'm going to break the mold here. I'm going to be a little on brand, and I'm going to untrain something.
Ooh.
This is kind of hilarious. And so I have 3 kids, and our youngest, Charlie, is 5.5. And he wanted to dress up and be fancy for something recently.
Okay.
And so now he has a bow tie, and he's got like a linen jacket and like a button down. And we're trying to untrain him from wearing the bow tie because he wants to wear it every day with like a flannel, with a corduroy, with a with a polo shirt.
That's awesome.
This does not apply.
What are we trading here?
You're like, Charlie, we don't need to wear. You don't have to wear the bow tie every day. We can mix it up a little bit.
Right.
So.
Most dapper kid in school.
Yeah. Right.
That is true.
That is
They're
accurate.
outside all the time, and so it's a lot of laundry.
Right.
Yeah. How many bow tie clean garage? Do you have a couple?
I don't think.
Not
don't
yet.
think so, but
When's
I might
birthday?
see it in the future.
That's
Wow.
amazing.
Interestingly, we also have a puppy, and I'm like,
Oh,
we
dear.
lost our old guy in the fall, and so had those lessons before kids, but now having a new puppy in the house is resetting the expectations of all the kids. Because an old dog was like a nanny and like so sweet and calm, and none of the kids ever knew about puppy teeth or and outside, and establishing some consistency with commands and rules and feeding and all that. So
What kind of dogs do you guys have?
I've been calling ours a piranha doodle.
I didn't know they bred that.
He's a mini labradoodle, and he's like 25 pounds.
Okay.
Hoping to squeeze a few more pounds out of him.
Yeah.
I think if he got to 30, I'd be happy.
Yeah.
But anyways, he's athletic and he's durable, and he can hang on the trail for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So those are all good things. But getting in and out of the car is a nice thing to have out in a dog around here.
Yeah.
So
my dad and my parents got a COVID puppy, but they got a golden dew, and mom was a big golden retriever, and dad was a little poodle, and my dad was like, at least give me a 35 pound. 'Cause it was supposed to be medium-sized dog, and then they end up with short legs, long body, 27 pound, like a little dog, and it's sort of the same.
yeah,
Like he was hoping she would grow, and they love Goldie just the same, but it was like we wanted a medium-sized dog, and we kind of got a little one. Yeah.
We have a little one that is very rapidly turning into quite a large one. German Shepherd.
Oh, cool.
Purebred.
Nice.
Yeah. Not like papers or anything like that. We're not fancy.
Yeah, well.
But her name is Sunny, and she's a ball of energy.
Yeah.
And so when Erik and I will have meetings, he brought Louie over, and at the time they were about the same size. I haven't seen Louie in a few weeks, so I'm not sure how they're comparing. But Sunny, for reference, put on, I think, 10 pounds in the last 4 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
So, she's going to be a big one.
Yeah. That's cool.
Definitely a lot of animal to keep contained and trained well. So
yeah.
Does she have a favorite waffle?
You know what? She hasn't gotten to counter height yet, so we haven't encountered that portion of the training. I know Brewer, the old guy you talked about before, has probably eaten more waffles than both of us combined, I would say. So.
It's probably true. Like the kids' table was like his buffet table. And we just kind of cruised by when no one was looking.
Right.
Like,
You didn't want that.
get up and he's like, doom, and just clear 3 plates and go take a nap.
Move along.
He was living his best life.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up with German Shepherds. I think we had 8 in my lifetime.
Wow.
I know. Which either tells us we went through them very fast. But we had a few at a time, but they're good dogs.
Oh, great dogs, yeah.
Yeah. Do you good back hips? I don't know.
That's
for
always
German
the thing.
Shepherds.
So far.
far? Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was hit or miss with us.
For sure.
But the most athletic German Shepherd we had had the worst hips. They looked like little chicken legs. And he'd like kind of wobble, but he was the most athletic dog that we ever had.
Yeah. We've been really blessed. We have a 14-year-old white Swiss Shepherd and German Shepherd mix, and so far she hasn't had any hip problems. But to make it to 14 is a feat for a lot of dogs, but for Germans especially. So they're not related in any way, but I'm just hoping that Sunny grows up without any issues.
Yeah.
It's great for them to get to play. It keeps the old dog young,
Right. Yeah. Well, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, moving on. Okay, before we kind of get into the pod meat, we'd like to, I guess, get to know you guys a little more, right? So, people who are buying your product, who are they buying it from? So, if you guys want to like go one at a time, maybe Erik, you can start. Just tell us about, life out of the womb. No. But as far back as you want to go, whatever's important to you guys, important milestones, and kind of what you're doing now. So,
Sounds good. Yeah. I grew up in New Hampshire in a little town. I think there was 5,000 people there when I was there. And,
Are all the towns in New Hampshire little?
no, there's a couple bigger ones near us.
Okay.
There was like a little airport that had a fun air show, which was cool. But we were like an hour north of Boston.
Okay.
So we were reasonably close to a lot of other things, aside from like farmland and woods. But it was nice to be in a town with a lot of farmland and woods, because we would take our bikes and be gone for hours at a time, and be home for dinner or dark, whichever came first, depending on the time of year. But I went to school in New Hampshire, went back to school in Denver for culinary, and I've been cooking since then. I've been cooking through my undergrad, so it's like 26 years now or more of cooking experience. Restaurants, hotels. Someone asked me to be their private chef like 20 years ago. And that was on the New Hampshire seacoast in Boston. So we kind of toggle back and forth between those properties.
Yeah.
And it was there that I really started focusing a bit more on nutrition and how food fuels us, where in a restaurant setting it's more about indulgence and whoever the chef might be writing the menu, and so learning under these chefs is a great thing, and it's required to be good in this craft, but to have full control over the menus and focus on my employer's needs, because a private chef works full-time for someone, and so I was with a couple families over 17 years.
Oh, wow.
And one brought us here 10 years ago. So we moved to Bozeman to work for somebody, and it was great. But it's worth mentioning, before we moved here, we were in Northern Virginia. And being podcasters and endurance athletes, you guys might have heard of Rich Roll.
Yeah.
Podcaster I was listening to then, and that was like 2014. And I was on a bike, didn't really know what I was doing, but I was chasing people up hills for no reason at all.
It's like a natural.
Like, he's got a full torque.
See a wabbit.
Super expensive bike, and I'm on like some slow bike from, didn't even fit me. And I'm like chasing people up hills, but building fitness and endurance.
Right.
But like no
trick yourself
road
into
manners.
it, kind of, right? No road manners.
And so, long story short, on my weekend ride with the bike shop, I bought my bike, or my bike that fit, I bought from, and they sponsored a team, and the team was like, "Who's that guy?" He's the recluse. It's dangerous.
Has tongues out.
And they're like, "Hey, if you ever want to ride with us, come back and ride with us." And so that was kind of the best thing that ever happened to me as someone who wasn't a cyclist to become one, but to like train with a team, learn some road etiquette, training protocols, fitness, nutrition, and so anyhow, gosh, I'm really going on a tangent.
No, yeah, but I did.
But I thought it mattered to you guys and to the listeners, because having some background in endurance sports, nutrition, and cooking, and how it all came together is a big part of Unwaffle existing. Back then I was eating overnight oatmeal every day, and I was commuting to work, so it was like a 17-mile ride.
Nice.
And then I'd be on my feet all day chefing, and then ride home.
That's a hard job.
Yeah.
So breakfast really mattered, and I'd eat a full mason jar of my overnight oatmeal. And so when we moved here, it was cold a lot, colder than Virginia. And cooking at 10,000 feet every day. And so one morning, I was just so sick and tired of the overnight oatmeal. I'm like, it's functional.
It's like prison food, man.
Yeah, it's like it's like the closest thing to baby food. We moved here with our baby, and she would not touch it. So one morning, the mason jar got turned over a hot waffle iron. And the light bulb went off then. And so there's been...
So wait, were you trying to cook it?
I was trying to make it less gross.
One mission, make it.
But like, no idea. It was more about, how can this be somewhat more appealing? How can this become something that our daughter will eat? And I was chefing for a family that had a variety of dietary requirements, and this checked all the boxes for everyone in that family, as well as my family. And I was like, you know what, keep working on this. And eventually we brought it to the farmer's market, and Joe and I linked up. We've been friends since Molly and I first got to Bozeman, when Joe was with Zesty Kombucha. It was Dean Zesty then. But we'd go in there a lot, and we became friends, or friendly, and I'd bring a lot of booch to dinners, and we
booch guy.
Yeah, so it was cool getting to know Joe, and then going to see him play music, but just to have been in touch. When the moment came to identify some of my many blind spots, Joe seemed to cover most of them with his wide-ranging skill set. So asked him if he wanted to work on this project with me, and brought it beyond the farmer's market, and
we're gonna
great transition to Joe.
Well, and I wanted a
Who are you,
follow-up question,
Joe?
I guess. Sorry. What Was there like a person in your life that made you want to cook, or like what was that?
Yeah, I actually
Passion
kind of want to know.
about
Do you want to
cooking.
like chase a Michelin star when you were getting into it? Did you want
No.
like go to
Yeah,
France and like do the thing, or
No, not at all.
No.
I went to business school.
Okay.
And undeclared business school at UNH,
Okay.
University of New Hampshire. And I was really inspired by a professor who had run away from home, Austria, as a young kid, like 14, and traveled the world, and eventually was opening restaurants and hotels. Cornell, PhD, came to UNH and was like the dean of the hospitality management school within the business school. Being inspired by him, I declared hospitality management halfway through my 4 years, and I immediately was on the hook for, I forget if it was 600 or 700 hours of industry experience to graduate from the
Sure.
hospitality program. So it was either hotels or restaurants.
Mm.
And I never was good at sitting still. And like being in front of people wearing a suit was something I was never fond of either. Being in the kitchen really lit me up in all the right ways, and I was like creative, energetic, excited. You know, it involves all your senses, and I picked it up really quickly working in restaurants to earn those hours to graduate.
Yeah.
And so I kind of, and this gentleman's name was Udo Schlentrick, and
Spell it.
I would say it starts with SCH.
Yeah. Consonants. More consonants.
CH maybe. But anyway,
Nice.
hell of a dude, and really inspired me to do something different.
Yeah.
And I'm glad he was there that day, and because it's been a
Yeah.
wild ride, but being in the culinary scene has opened up plenty of doors. I've seen some cool things, and it's been a really rewarding career path so far.
I think it's great when you come in and you find that thing and it, like you said, lit you up and it was exciting and ticked all the boxes. Some people go around for a long time trying to find that thing. So very cool when you were in this figure it out stage parts of it to find that thing to lean into.
Did you? Was there like a food that you like to cook more? Like, I don't know. When I think of a chef, there's like pasta chefs, pizza chefs, right? Or like, what am I thinking? Like, barbecue people, or a chef like
Savory chef,
I don't know,
dessert chef, the
what am I
pasta,
saying?
the pizza
I'm
chef.
a rookie.
So this is where the experience really matters, and having a somewhat of a wide range of skill set in cuisine style. To be good at private chefing is as much about who you are as a person, how you are in someone else's house and with their guests, as much as it is your ability to cook very well. And so some night is more of an Italian influenced menu, but some nights it's Vietnamese, or Southwest, or a New England. So being able to identify various cuisine types, having some experience in each, but at this point of my life, being able to not be afraid with any requests for any guest and be like, yep, I can figure that out. It's no problem.
That's cool.
And when in doubt, YouTube. And the cool thing about cooking is like to be the best, you still will never know it all. And so there's something fun to learn. It's like every time I go in the kitchen, I learn something
That's cool.
about food, myself, and it's usually reaching for something and it's not there, or looking out the window and being inspired by something, being like, how can I fit that into this menu? Or some kids will just like raided the garden, come in with all sorts of,
Oh, in a good way.
Yeah,
To give it to
great
you,
way.
not to take
And
it.
it's
Then
like,
you're like, shoot, I have
here.
nothing.
Can you use this? And it's like, yeah.
Or your
For
oatmeal
sure.
falls on a waffle iron.
Or that. Yeah.
We'll take more.
And you
into
just
that.
have to go with it,
Just
right? You got to commit.
Yeah. The key word there is innovation.
Yeah.
And being able to pivot on a dime and comfortably adapt.
Yeah, it's like improv.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta be able to improv.
On your feet.
That's it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's awesome. Cool. Yeah, Joe.
Yeah, well, tough act to follow because this guy has
Yeah.
like a really cool story, and I love hearing it every time I do it.
Starting out of the womb.
Out of the womb. Gosh, it was a snowy night.
Yeah.
In Oklahoma. I guess, there's not a lot that's really relevant in my early life to this podcast, so I'll truncate it. But really, the core story is I've always kind of been an entrepreneur, even before I knew it. I was like taking Dr. Pepper out of my parents' fridge and like putting it in a bowl of ice and wheeling it around my neighborhood in a wagon at 6 or 7 years old to like make $1 off my neighbors doing yard work.
Yeah.
And it evolved, and I ended up going to College of Business here at Montana State University here in Bozeman, and graduated with a degree. And while I was working on that, I met my friend Dean Wakerlin, who was starting a kombucha company. I mean, I guess to call it a company at that time is probably not correct. He was like, brewing kombucha
he was brewing booch in the back room, and, I don't know.
It was like like moonshine.
Yes,
kombucha, really.
that's
what
what
do
I'm
they call the
picturing.
monster that makes it?
The SCOBY.
The SCOBY.
Yeah.
SCOBY's everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's funny. Yeah. Kombucha's pretty gross if you kind of know how the sausage is made, but it's delicious if you're into that sort of flavor. So Dean was making it out of his house. He was investing so much of his heart and soul into the thing. He was putting organic fruit into it. He was putting all this labor and love into it and selling it for like $5 a liter, which if you've been to any grocery store, you've seen the kombucha, 16-ounce bottle is like $5.
Right.
So I saw this as a business student, and I was like, he's losing money on every bottle he's selling. I gotta like at least help him be able to sustain this, because at the time it was the best kombucha I'd ever had. Kombucha was kind of new. And so I helped him turn this thing into something that was an actual operating business with like reasonable enough margins that we could continue to do it and hopefully achieve scale. And we learned so many lessons. I mean, I was still a kid at that time, and we had a couple of great partners, people that joined us, really created a fun, energy around the business and the community. It was really great. And that's when I met Erik. He was coming in and buying our kombucha and taking it up to dinners. And we started chatting. Molly, his wife, was in there bringing the kids in. We kind of became friends, and did a couple of fun pairing dinners where they would come in and make like these very cool desserts, and we would pair them each with a kombucha and sell a handful of tickets, and like just did some fun things together. And we're like, this is like pretty fun. Realized we had kind of a cool working relationship. And so when it came time for me to move on from that, just before COVID, Erik was working on this waffle thing, and he had reached out and was like, hey, what do you feel? Do you feel like jumping into this new thing? And at the time I was like, I just got out of a thing, and I kind of want to take a little time off, but I want to help. So I remember we were on a Zoom call, and we designed what is still currently the Unwaffle brand over Zoom during COVID lockdown and everything.
Yeah.
And I made him like a simple label for the farmer's market, like a bagel sleeve kind of thing. With waffles in it.
Yeah.
And so that was version 1, and I was like, as soon as you can, replace this with something that's actually good.
We went through so much toner. We were printing labels at home and sticking them on the bread bag, like bread size bag with a twisty on top.
Oh gosh!
And the amount of toner. For the farmer's market was unreal.
Yeah,
anyway, sorry.
No, that's all right. That's all right.
So was one of his interview questions, "Are you a pancake guy or waffle guy?" Is that has it ever come up?
He never asked me that. I think he just assumed I was a waffle guy. And
okay, when you know a waffle guy, you just know.
Waffle guys stick together. Right?
Become best friends.
Touch my drum set.
Boundaries.
Yeah. So it started from the humblest of beginnings with sort of accidental discovery of this thing to me coming in and creating what the brand and everything that it has long outlived its usefulness, I would say, or its
intended usefulness,
its degree of professionalism. We're actually currently deeply involved and almost finished with a brand refresh, so we're getting that professional look and all that stuff. A lot of exciting things coming for Unwaffle right now. New website, updated recipes. We got a lot of exciting stuff. I want to tease it, but not share too much. But that was kind of how this thing started, and one thing led to another. Helping here, helping there, just became like, well, why don't we just do this thing? So we went all in, and here we are.
That's awesome, amazing. John, do you want to?
Yeah. Well, I think back to how it started. So you gave us a preview teaser lead into that. I still want to know how we went from oatmeal waffle to like a waffle. I don't.
Yeah, and why waffles?
Yeah. My breakfast.
This is
what
so nuts. I, like most adults, I've written waffles off.
Whoever the brand people, like the National Lobby for Waffles, they've been sleeping, right? Like Eggo's ruined it. Maybe Eggo's ruined it.
Yeah,
we're like, is that really food? I don't know.
In Europe, it's very much like an indulgent, fun street food, like street carts, and you can get a coffee and a hand pressed waffle. Fun. Yeah. And in some cities in America you can do that too, but in the freezer section, most everything is like hyper processed.
Yes.
Even if they're advertising nutrition, I'm skeptical.
Yep.
Because you turn the package over and you look at the ingredients and you're like,
chemical.
Yeah, or it's like 30 things long, and I'm like, can my kids pronounce these? No. And how do they taste? And this is the funniest part. And I hadn't tasted any other toaster waffles until until we were like 4 years into this.
Right. Seriously? You didn't eat an Eggo?
We were through
Bro,
Farmer's
wait,
Market.
you haven't had an Eggo?
When I was a kid, I had an Eggo.
All right, I just want to, like, that's like an American, like, if you grew up here or not. Mom bought Eggos.
Yeah. For sure. Well,
and Oscar Mayer wieners.
Yeah. SpaghettiOs. There's a list.
SpaghettiOs. Yeah.
Sorry.
That's all right. So the magic happened really when the first waffle came out looking like a waffle. It was like a granola bar waffle.
Right.
Because the oats were whole, the seeds were whole, everything was just...
It's very rustic.
Yeah. But still an improvement over cold, wet drool. Cold, wet drool.
Drool is appropriate.
I like drool.
So I grind my own coffee and I mix my own overnight oats, and so I put all the whole ingredients through a coffee grinder, and what comes out is whole ingredients but just gently milled. And so that was kind of like round two, and we still do that but on a bigger coffie grinder, like
Seriously?
With a hopper on it, and it does a few 100 pounds an hour.
Whoa.
So the whole food nutrition is still a key aspect of Unwaffle, and it really works for our name because we are unlike anything else that looks like a waffle. We don't use any traditional ingredients, and it still is an overnight oatmeal waffle. It's like the same ingredients.
My brain is like doing this over here.
And as parents,
because I'm an overnight oats person.
Yeah.
And
why?
Just
why, John?
Great question.
Prison.
Yeah, that's right. I did a few years. Yes, it's easy. You throw it in. It's over. Yeah, and,
but not delicious.
No, it's you have to like work your way through it.
Yeah. Well, so what I like about I've been eating the waffles now for a while.
The unwaffle. Wait, should we call them? Are we supposed to call them unwaffles, or are we supposed to call them waffles?
And maybe why unwaffle? I guess what's the
hold that question.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Are the unwaffle waffles?
Are you waffling now?
Yeah, he's waffling.
Do you know what waffling is?
I'm all
he's
over the place.
Pro waffler.
So that you can't make up your mind. And
it's happening.
Yeah. You're undecisive. And you don't know what to do.
Oh, it's an unwaffle.
So what's the inverse of that? How do you become confident?
Through the waffle.
Yeah.
Well, you have to unwaffle.
That's right.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
We create certainty and confidence at breakfast, right? Confidence that everybody at the table can have them, right?
Yes.
Because they're naturally allergen-free based on the whole food ingredients that go in them. They're all delicious, so your picky eaters will like them.
All the time.
They're nutritious, so the adults in the room will like them and feel good about feeding them to their kids. And you know that it's going to stick with you.
Right.
It's not going to leave you hanging at 10 a.m. like an Eggo would.
Right.
Even if you put a little syrup on there, whatever, you've got a strong base in there of like really great carbohydrates, a lot of protein, and a lot of fiber that's actually real food that's going to treat you like you need to be treated to get through whatever day you got ahead of you.
Yeah.
That's why I like them. So, like, I guess this applies to everyone. If you just eat a carbohydrate in the morning, your blood sugar spikes, and that's really bad for your health, right? Your energy levels. But if you have a nice balance of protein and carbohydrates, your blood sugar levels off. in your guys' waffles, they have about 20 grams of protein, depending on, and then about 30 grams of carbohydrates, plus minus, depending on the waffle. But like, I'll eat those before swimming, and I know my blood sugar just levels off. I actually feel really good training with waffles your waffles in my stomach.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And that's something that we've heard pretty often, and I think it goes all the way back to the overnight oats as your cycling fuel, right? It was designed with that in mind, kind of by accident, and it just so happens that it feels really good in the stomach when you're exerting, whether that be pre-training or post-workout or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And not to mention gluten-free, dairy-free, vegan, and you wouldn't know.
Not cardboard.
Not cardboard.
I've had some gluten-free waffles that my family has made. I'm like, guys, let me give you an unwaffle.
Totally. Yeah. Honestly, I'm gonna just pump your tires here for a second. I can't even believe.
Gas them up. Let's go.
This waffle is legitimately, to me, impossible. It's like magic the way he's turned these simple and humble ingredients that are in it into something that tastes so freaking good and works so well and is so nutritious all at the same time. The triangle of trade-offs. Like if you're buying something, you can either have quality and speed or cost, right? You got to pick two.
Building a project.
Yeah. It's like we get to pick all three of convenience, great flavor, and great nutrition, and I don't know how to get it. So, props.
Heck yeah.
Thanks.
Do you want to talk about the ingredients?
Well, I look at this as all of my career with food and sport and parenting merging at the same time, and it's crazy to be so focused on one thing and for it to be like this perfect merger of all of these needs and all of this experience and everyone I've cooked for, and it being like the one thing that I never thought I would ever make, and back to never making waffles and like training anything and being in a room with a waffle maker really for the first time and having never done it. There's something there about getting like the 30,000 hours of experience over here and none here, and like so to innovate in a way that is so untraditional. And like, and as a parent and a chef who cooks clean whole food, I'm like reaching in the pantry for the clean whole foods that I am buying, and so building trust and extending that to every other family, every other breakfast table in the country. As how would you approach it if you could? If you could do this the best way you could, how would you do it? But to just give everyone the time back, so they're not milling all their own seeds and pressing their ingredients and doing all the things it took to get here. So feels really good to get feedback from anyone and to hear how we're impacting them athletically, but as parents and empowering kids to heat up their own breakfast and just to feel that love coming back. It's really awesome.
You guys, I had one of my best swim workouts 2 weeks ago. I ate some waffles in the morning.
Credit waffles.
Oh yeah. And I just smacked this workout. I'm like, yes, waffles. I ate waffles every morning before my swims. So good. And we met, I think officially last year at the 50K, the trail race, and you guys had a stand up there, and you guys were making waffles, and I got to
skeptical.
I got to.
I was skeptical. Like, who's this waffle person?
Yeah.
What are these? What is this waffle?
Was it Brad?
I don't want a waffle.
Brad
was
did.
Brad.
Yeah.
Brad was like,
shout out Brad and Tommy. Yep. Shout out Tommy.
And Brad goes way back.
Yeah, that's awesome.
To me being here.
Brad goes way back to everyone.
Yeah.
He doesn't know Brad. But I just, I remember eating your waffle and like knowing it was gluten free. I was like, okay, this might be like light and dry, but it was like not at all.
I do feel so. Okay, as a brand, try like the gluten free shade, right? If you tell me something's gluten free, my assumption is it tastes bad.
Totally.
It's like, how do you fight that? How do you gluten free, but don't treat me like that? Like, I don't know. How do you manage that?
So we like to get a lot of survey feedback, and we talk to our customers and stuff. And I mean, even gluten-free people will admit that most gluten-free food is just not as good as food with gluten in it. Gluten's great. No shade on gluten at all. And it just so happens that none of the ingredients in this waffle are gluten-free, and so it's not like we're substituting in anything, right? We're not putting like almond flour in there, rice flour, whatever. It's not. We're not compromising like the texture. Like it toasts up great. It's fluffy on the inside and warm and moist, and it's got all the things that you want out of a waffle without the allergen. So it's just like
it's unintentionally gluten-free,
pretty much. And so we don't like lead with that because we don't want people to have the reaction that you just did and that I typically do when I'm trying gluten-free things, right?
Yeah.
But
it's like a pleasant surprise. Like if people notice, like, oh, this is gluten-free.
Right.
Who knew?
Heck yeah.
Like
right.
that.
Like we want everybody to be able to enjoy these and love them, and like to be able to bring them into a house where you've got 4 different allergies or whatever. It's gluten, it's dairy, it's eggs and peanuts. Like it just works for everybody. It's the one thing you can push to the breakfast table that anyone can enjoy. So we love the idea of families and whatever community being able to have something that everybody can enjoy together.
Yeah.
There is one ingredient there that was not part of the original overnight oatmeal recipe.
Oh,
which is lentil flour.
You're putting that in.
It's been in.
Oh, it's been
and
in.
Yeah, and because it's grown so well here in Montana.
Yeah.
Montana grows
cool.
the most lentil in North America.
And did not know that.
And so our oatmeal is grown in Montana as well, and those 2 ingredients are more than 50%. So more than half of our full ingredient lineup is grown here by organic farmers in Montana. And so to drive to them and shake their hands and thank them for their hard work, it's really rewarding. So super cool. In the early days, I would be driving like 6 hours to put 500 pounds of like lentils in buckets in the trunk and figure out how to mill them. And but it's all part of it. It's like everything had to happen for us to be sitting here with you guys.
Cool. I want to know some like early failures. Like what were some like heinous recipes?
Or maybe from yesterday. Whatever you were making those 10 waffles. I don't know. You said you were experimenting.
The food's always been good.
Where's the? I want to try the blue cheese waffle. Have we gone down that route?
No, we were talking about black truffle a week ago that we didn't think about before we went to the first farmer's market with our generator and trying to get a 400-degree waffle iron back into the car after.
Because they're sitting there for a bit.
Like a commercial waffle iron's like 60 pounds.
Uh-huh.
And there's not a great way to hold it or carry it, and you're like, it's. I should have had some of those like barbecue gloves onto my leg.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
But yeah, no epic failures, right?
No. Well, I mean, I'm sure there are. I've just blacked them out because I never want to remember them, right? No, I mean, entrepreneurship is that, right? Like you've probably heard the saying that entrepreneurship is like jumping off a cliff and building an airplane on the way down, right? We're essentially, that's what we're doing. And Erik mentioned it in his bio that he thought I could kind of fill some of the blind spots, and my vision was, hey, I've done this one time, maybe I can help us avoid some of the potholes and speed run through some of the early things that tripped up the kombucha company. And you can do that, but then when you get to a certain point you just realize, well, there are like a million other mistakes to choose from that we're going to make. And so we made a lot of them. But I mean, it's fun. Like we will sponsor these endurance events like 29029 Everesting, which you guys may have heard of. People climbing a mountain 15 times or however many they have to, taking the gondola down, effectively summiting Everest in 36 hours, right? It's grueling. And we were very fortunate to be asked to be like the only food vendor outside of this organization to serve waffles on the mountain. And it was a great experience. The people are amazing. They absolutely crushed the waffles and loved them. And we had one guy coin the term "climbing for waffles" the first event that we did, because you can smell the waffles like halfway down the mountain. It's like the thing that keeps pulling them to the summit. But with those events, you're like serving waffles on a freaking mountaintop. So like stuff's bound to go wrong. We've had weather blow in on us, like rain all over the waffles in the front of the tent.
Yeah.
You're not just near a Safeway or a Costco, so if you like run out of peanut butter, you're like calling somebody or you're sending somebody down the mountain. you forget your spatulas to serve the the ingredients. You leave them in the storage unit, and you're like, oh crap, I gotta find a way to store or like improvise. So there's plenty of those moments where we just get left having to figure it out in the moment, and I'm sure there always will be those. They're just going to get bigger and more consequential over time. Improv. Yeah, right, exactly.
Figure it out.
Word on the street, you guys, did you try a Element waffle? Is that?
We did.
How did that turn out? Element is the drink. Right?
Salt.
Right. Electrolyte mix.
Salt.
Yeah. Also based here in Bozeman.
Right. Yeah.
They were awesome.
Were they?
And they went over really well. We brought them to 29029 Aspen last year. And so we made the raspberry Element waffle, which was easy enough to do in the kitchen for me.
Yeah.
I don't want to give anything away, but yeah, we
okay.
But raspberries, Element, and effectively like the waffle recipe.
Okay. So there could be some stuff coming.
Some salty waffles.
Time will tell.
Yeah.
We're here to ruin your whole plan.
No,
I want to know about other collabs. What other collabs are we working on?
Yeah. Oh, good question. We're just gonna start winging stuff.
The scary thing is you can put anything in a waffle iron.
Yeah, right.
Scary is not the same. Right? Just need the shape. It's a waffle.
That's right. My Norwegian heritage might inspire like a salt cod.
Oh,
we could do. No, I'm just kidding.
See, I want more of these. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't like the chef barrier of they all taste good because I'm a chef. It's like, come on. Like, I know what goes good together, but
you need that like jelly bean selection where there's like 3 or 4.
Yes.
Just never touch.
Correct. Yes.
Don't they have like fart flavors or something? Those jelly beans.
I think the Harry Potter ones.
I think they call that buttered popcorn.
Yeah.
It's a vibe. It's a vibe.
We need a buttered popcorn waffle just so that can be the one.
Anything else with that?
But just our luck, there'd be like 6 people who'd be like, oh, that was my favorite. Like, why'd you discontinue it? Sorry, man.
Yeah. Well, is that part of, right, you talked a little bit about challenges scaling the business, going from hauling buckets to meeting with local, and you got to build the production facilities. How do you think about new product? Is it in and out? Do you keep the same this is a seasonal flavor? Like, how much do you play?
It's a great question. Well, there's like kind of 2 sides to this, right? I mean, we have an extremely talented chef.
You've juiced his tires, and are we done with the tire?
Listen, man. I'm just telling you the truth. Right?
His head's getting big.
He's not fitting in the shot anymore.
He's okay.
He's just okay.
He's okay. All right.
Get on my tricycle.
We'll have to open the garage.
Yeah,
so you
let him out. Continue.
Oh, that's great. Keep going.
Yeah. Well, he's always chomping at the bit to innovate and to branch out, and some of that might have to do with the fact that he's probably made somewhere in the ballpark of 100,000 waffles by hand to this point in the business, right? Like literally him.
With an ice cream scoop.
Yeah.
How many waffle irons have you gone through? Do you burn them out?
No, they're super heavy duty.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're the kind we're just replacing parts.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like one path of this is like, okay, we have to avoid the shiny object syndrome. We have to just get waffles across the finish line. We have to grow this part to where it's stable and it's self-sustaining, and then we can start to play. But also it's like, well, we take too long doing that. We don't want people to get bored, so we have to innovate and we have to keep pushing stuff out. And recently we've kind of made the decision like, okay, we have our flagship lineup. You guys have tried them. It's the vanilla cinnamon, the blueberry, the cocoa chip, and home style, which is like unflavored, can go the savory direction, it can go sweet. And then we just like took this dude off the chain and said, like, let's go find a bunch
Release
of
you.
Yeah. So we got 3 in the pipeline right now that are like really close. You said the other day we're like 80-90% there on those ones.
Raspberry peach is dialed.
Oh, come on.
Intriguing.
We've got
Next time you're on, we'll have another song. You're saying
No.
all the flavors we knew.
Shoot.
come back.
We need to add a verse.
Others in the mix, in the works.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun for me.
Yeah.
And this is a time of year that historically has allowed us to focus on Unwaffle. I'm super busy in the winter chefing. I'm still cooking for a handful of clients. Come here in the winter to ski, and that's really a big part of our income as we figure out scaling this brand to be successful, but to also pay us.
Yeah,
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you're early stages still.
Early stage for sure. Yeah, business is growing and making money, but we're still investing in it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Still pouring a lot in.
You know a thing or three about that.
Yeah. It's an endurance sport.
Yeah.
Business,
It is.
building
That's
a startup, right?
Yeah.
I was thinking about that this morning and like the whole mindset. If it wasn't for being on the bike 400 miles a week, training, being on my feet all the time, it's like building that endurance mindset and ability to suffer and reflect and grow and repeat. It's really been parallel to the process of starting a business like this.
Right.
And when you look at a company like ours, there's so much that we are in control of or need to be in control of, where it's like we're looking at a supply chain that has variation from year to year. We are milling a lot of our own ingredients, and we're mixing, cooking everything, we're packaging everything, That's one part of creating the products. Then there's the marketing. We have an online store, Shopify, UPS. There's like the business side of it too. So like balance sheet, taxes, employees. So it's like
Really sell it. Yeah.
it's quite a lot, but it's like okay, what are we focusing on today? Let's do that.
Yeah.
And we'll focus the whole day on since that first waffle.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a wild ride.
I really wish you had that waffle like framed somewhere.
Right.
Like, that oat thing.
It's like moldy glass.
Rolling thing on the wall. Yes.
We should make a replica of
Yes.
It's so easy to make.
and place it in epoxy or something.
I can do that today.
Great idea. You're hired. See?
Excellent.
See? Yeah. What flavor do you want us to make? What do you guys want from us next?
Oh, well, I think I've told you guys. I'm a sweet tooth, so those chocolate waffles need to be a little chocolate. And I'm a big raspberry fan, so like I got excited hearing raspberry.
That's a great blend too, chocolate and raspberry.
See, that's what I'm saying.
All right.
You put them together. All right.
I have a question for you guys.
Okay.
As we're looking at macro nutrition going into whatever you eat, and how bioavailable it is, how it works with you, on the bike, how energizing it is, how comfortable it is in your gut when you're grinding for hours on end. Which macros are the most important? How do you balance them? And are you looking to get more energy from carbohydrates or from fat or protein?
So I'll, I guess on in the context of training, right? A lot of that, most of that is carbs, which is just and that's where a lot of the gains have been made in endurance sport over the last 5 years because of dialing in of nutrition and building carbohydrates that are easy to digest, break down, and get right into the bloodstream, go to the muscles, and keep them going. So if we're talking about just a race, I'm active, right? I'm moving. It's a carb-heavy world, and that is not a place to live. That is not a lifestyle. That is not good for you. I was just, you think about professional athletes and the amount of carbs that you have to eat to fuel the activity, right? Like, it's a lot. It's a lot of carbs. So
I've already had almost 500 grams of carbs today.
Yeah.
And I'll probably have 600 or 700, by the end of the day.
It's a ton of carbs. So from just during that higher intensity work or exercise, that's the prevailing macro that you are burning through. It's doing you the most good. Protein in that is like offer some variety to your system, but you can't break it down for fuel, right? You're going to use that to repair. So when in the context of Unwaffle and his swim workouts, right, like there's carbs in there, there's protein in there. So his body during that session is going to take those carbs and probably burn them up and be like, yeah, this is great, love this. And then the protein, it's going to process and then put towards recovery. So that's going to be rebuilding those muscles, tissues, whatever on the back end. Just at a baseline level, like that's one session. In a race, like if you overdo protein in a race, like you're just going to gut bomb. You're not doing anything with it. But towards the end, it'll help with repair and getting things back in line. So I guess we take someone through a day, right? Carb heavy in the morning, should be a mix, right? Don't want to spike that blood sugar, all of that. During high intensity effort, mostly carbs. And then towards the end of that or after that, back to the mix and load in, all of the things again.
Where does fat fit in there for you guys?
So fat's like extra. So when we talk to an athlete on a baseline level about nutrition, there's a guidance around protein per day. So you hit that. Carbs are going to be variable with your activity, and then fat is just like you'll get fat if you're eating. If you're eating, it's in there. Yeah, but nuts and it shouldn't be a go-to. But it really is the filler. So it's like hit your protein target, which can be hard. So like having an option like an Unwaffle that's got more of that in it is helpful. So you're not just slamming protein shakes all the time. I feel like when people are trying to hit their protein goal, like you go to the powder because it's hard to chew that much chicken. But if you could chew a waffle, that helps mix it up. So really, like from a coaching standpoint, it's the extra. You need it. You're not a non-fat. We're not a non-fat, no fat, low fat. Like that's so 1992. But it should be like the extra thing that'll just get through your normal diet.
Copy. I was interested because it's the healthy fats for us. Like we're getting fat from some from the oatmeal, some from flaxseed, from chia seed, and like we're looking at these as whole foods that have more function than just their macronutrient component. But fat like 3 calories per gram, where protein and carbohydrate is 1 calorie per gram, if I remember that correctly. And so I'm like, to have enough calories to survive the hour, you don't want all of those or much of that to be comprised of fat. But if it was fat, it's offering something else also. It's offering other nutrition and carbohydrate as one of the whole food sources. Really how we're looking at how Unwaffle can have a greater benefit than just identifying the macronutrients, because there's a lot more going on there.
Yeah. Like for me, John hit it. When you're racing and going hard, you just want carbs. Carbs, sodium, good.
And that's all you'll process. I mean, back to just on the fat processing during that exercise, you'll hit your fat max. So as you go through, as you're ramping up between in zone 1 and zone 2, so easy, which is where like you could make an argument, but you could say a longer, like a 2 or 3 day endurance event, you're going to want a more balanced nutrition intake versus, a triathlon for a short range. But between zone 1 and 2, you're hitting that fat max, which is when, in order to burn fat, your heart rate has to be below a certain level. So you move through that pretty quickly when you're doing a triathlon, a marathon, or whatever. So then it just becomes something to deal with later. Like your body's literally just going to let it hang out. And then, it'll use it later to do some of the, brain, it's good for your brain health and some of that, I call it like lotion, like for your body and parts, right? That's kind of what it does. But you just don't use it when you're racing. So,
yeah. And like when I'm doing long, slow distance days, so for 4 to 6 hour rides at like below 120 heart rate, like that's when I love to bring real food. I just don't need the sugar, right? Because I'm trying to like think about that. Okay, I just don't need a bunch of sugar right now. I just need normal food. My body's gonna digest it. It's gonna feel okay. I'm going slow enough. So a lot of times I'll bring pizza on my rides. whatever.
I don't know how he does that.
Oh, it's great. Like, instead of just drinking sugar, sugar, it's just like because I drink sugar every day, so much of it, my poor gut. But yeah, so anytime I can get real food, like Unwaffle, right, and put those in my pocket and eat those. But I think the trick of it has to have some lube where it goes down easy, right? So yeah, but I think Unwaffle does hit that mark, where it's like, okay, I'm getting some carbs, I'm getting real food. And you guys have single packet waffles with maple syrup in there. So if you stop, at a gas station, you put the maple syrup on, hammer it, it's so good. It's like just lube going down, and then
Pocket waffles, baby.
Pocket waffles. And then you nick that maple syrup. That's good carbs too. Yeah, I'm a big fan, and I think I learned a lot of that stuff from Alan Lim, who founded Scratch Labs. He was a big proponent on just eat real food, and then he built this sweet product, high carb and hydration. That's great. But yeah, he was like, eat potatoes and just try different things. So yeah,
I have one of his cookbooks.
Do you?
And it has like the rice squares.
Yes,
and
I have that.
All the little pocketable.
Yeah.
You like wrap them in like parchment or foil, and then you have like little. It's like
stuff.
Compressed sushi rice squares
Yes.
that have, with like soy sauce in them or goji berries or like whatever tastes good to you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, it is.
If you haven't yet, toast 2 waffles, and if you like for a training day, if you like peanut butter or almond butter, do like a PBJ or a almond butter and jelly. And make a sandwich, cut it in half or in quarters, and then wrap those and treat them like you would those rice squares.
Oh yeah,
because they're just like easy bites.
That's smart.
Yeah,
and they're good to just grab out of your jersey pockets. So that's what I do.
Yeah, cool.
Or your ski jacket, or your
right.
backpack,
Pockets of pockets of pocket.
And people might be hearing this and going like, "What the hell do you mean? You just like eat it on your bike, right?" Well, there's no dairy or eggs in it, so there's nothing to like spoil quickly, right? You can't really do that with an Eggo.
Right.
It's weird to eat it like untoasted, But these you can. They treat them like an organic slice of bread.
Yeah.
It's kind of a unique place for waffles to play against like protein bars or whatever, but.
Right.
We live in an adventurous town. We do outdoor sports and all sorts of fun things. Like, we're designing this product for that lifestyle too.
Yeah. And I think in this space of nutrition around sport, I'd see it as, is it food or is it fuel? Like Scratch, the powder stuff is great, but it's fuel. It ain't food.
How do you define fuel?
Right? Like,
or is it both?
This is the question. I see this. I see Unwaffle as food that serves as fuel. Food first, fuel second. In that context of like a fuel company or a fuel product that is like mix it in water and you get something. But this is like food, but it's also fuel.
It's quick and delicious overnight oatmeal, which is a great foundation to top off with fuel.
Right.
And so as something, the first thing to go in your belly before you lace up, it's a good foundation that you can top off with anything and at least have something there to, back you up.
Yes.
Keep you going.
All right. Yep. So your target audience is, pretty much everyone. Like, my kids love your waffles. I have to hide them. These are dads.
Waffles.
It's a common story. I hear this so often.
Yeah.
The kids pilfered the waffle stash. We ran through them so fast we can't keep them in the freezer. It's a problem. Well, it's a good problem.
Yeah.
Because they're eating real things. You got to be happy about that.
I know, totally.
Yeah.
It's a good problem.
It's an interesting question. Who is our target audience? We honestly ask ourselves this every day, and like as someone with a marketing background, that's like cardinal sin number one. Is like know who you're talking to, who you're trying to sell a product to, and know who you're not. And the hard part is like it does just kind of work for a lot of different types of people, from athletes to parents and kids and busy professionals and outdoor enthusiasts and just regular old people who just want something that tastes good, it's going to get them through a work day, whatever. So it's tough for us to really define, but that's kind of part of the fun. We have a lot of different avenues in which we can play. We can do the athletic events, and we can speak to the families and moms and kids, and it's all fun. So
Yeah, that's cool.
It has been the hardest part of creating the brand and supporting it because the marketing is a little less defined. Because it is something really for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
The tricky part is it's a great waffle that is made with real foods. It's quick and delicious, and it happens to be celiac safe, made in a gluten-free facility. It happens to be free of the top 14 food allergens. It happens to be among the highest, if not the highest, protein on market, the highest fiber. It's like it's kind of a complete package, but it's really inclusive for everybody. But it fits easily with the endurance crowd, our outdoor athletes, and like Joe said, having so many people who like to get outside and get after it for real around here, makes it easy for us to talk to those people here, in our community.
Yeah, and I would think for like the person who's just on the go all the time, which a lot of people are here, I feel like the Bozeman crowd, everyone has 3 jobs. And, dogs.
And no time.
Yeah, and no time.
We're all out doing stuff.
And that's me. I'm always on the move. So just something quick where I know it's going to be healthy. It's made with good ingredients. I'm going to pop that in my toaster. It takes, 2 minutes. And I'm like eating that thing. And I can eat it in 30 seconds. I've like tried to see how many bites I can do. And
okay, so
I don't know if I'm proud of that, but
we're gonna have to make this a thing. So is it how few bites you can take to eat a whole waffle?
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. How many bites are-
Well, I can do 3.
Oh.
And that's like layering the think about 30 in the 2 waffles.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just think it's a great, quick on the go snack. And,
Well, we're working on
Big
some new taglines part of this rebrand.
Okay.
And one of them is in the running. We haven't decided yet, but one of them is something along the lines of the waffle for people who never stop.
Ooh.
What do you think?
I like
First
it.
reaction.
I like it.
I could see Dylan folding his waffle into an origami, so it's like a one-bite waffle.
I'll do
his
it.
goal.
That's my next Instagram post.
Maybe
Gross
we'll be
people out.
like competitor number
Keep
1.
afraid.
What if we did like a hot dog eating contest, but for waffles?
A waffle
Would you
eating
compete?
contest?
I would do it. We should do a waffle mile. Actually, we should.
We want to do
Let's do a waffle
An
mile.
unwaffle
We can
mile.
raise money for some charity,
Love it.
and we'll just
every 400
every
slam a
400,
waffle,
slam a waffle,
and then keep running.
it's like the beer mile. 400
Meters.
yards.
4 waffles per mile. Yeah.
Yes.
4 total
Have
waffles per
you
mile?
heard
Yes,
beer
4
mile?
total waffles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I got to get out of the kitchen.
Run a lap, eat a waffle. Run a lap,
So
eat
the
a
beer
waffle.
mile. That's like you drink a beer, go, chug it, run a lap, drink another beer, run a lap, drink a beer, 4 beers.
It
4
gets pretty
laps.
painful.
Unwaffle mile.
Let's
The
have a
waffles,
waffle
the
mile.
waffles would be a lot easier than beers, I think. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
personally.
Totally.
yeah.
Here's what we could do. We could have 6 athletes
Okay.
of a similar competitive ranking.
In eating or athletic ability?
Either.
The eaters on one side, the athletes on the other.
Joey Chestnut, Kobe
Yeah, I'm
Bryant.
just saying. I guess they would consider themselves athletes, but yeah.
It's an interesting tug of war. No, but Dylan could rep on waffle, and we could have 5 other people, unfortunate souls, only eating other brands.
Oh.
We could see how many miles you could get and
You
how many
could go
waffles.
before you
Interesting.
explode.
Before you puke.
Yeah.
Before an incident. Life event.
Of either end or
Like, this is going.
so many
Again,
options.
with medic nearby.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Keep it medic.
I like it.
No, Waffle Mile. The inaugural Waffle Mile.
Yeah.
Will happen.
I think it should.
I think it should.
I think it should.
How about this? For every waffle that's consumed by whomever it is that participates, we will donate as many waffles to the Gallatin Valley Food Bank.
Ooh.
And Joe will do a push-up.
Per waffle.
Bring it up.
Per waffle eating
We
that
got
way.
we got to get him
It's a
training.
bonus.
We got to get him training on
Everyone
something.
listening, we're gonna do a waffle mile.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll totally
I'll
do
be
it.
for it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Great.
we're,
Before we
yeah.
wrap it up, before we wrap it up and hear where we can find Unwaffles. I want to hear quickly your either favorite way to make a waffle, your personal favorite. Like you're waffle pros. So I'm amateur. I'll just throw some butter on it, but maybe that's just how to do it. Pro way to eat a waffle or favorite flavor styling. Give us your go-to.
Okay, I'll go with 2 here.
Okay.
I really like any of our sweeter flavors: blueberry, poppy, little Greek yogurt and fruit, banana, blueberries, raspberries, whatever we've got. A little drizzle of maple is one way.
It's like
The
dessert.
other way
You eat that in the
is
morning?
home style waffle or garden herb, avocado, diced and smashed, Mamafuko chili crisp.
What is that?
It's super good.
What'd you just say to me?
With
Like going spicy.
could be like Szechuan.
Okay, so on top of the avocado.
So mix that up, drizzle that over the avocado, and then a little bit of flaky salt.
Oh gosh.
Is the avocado waffle the next avocado toast?
Absolutely.
Yes.
It's already being done on the West Coast. You just haven't heard about it yet.
You're right.
It's so cutting edge.
Hold on, what's avocado toast?
We really got to get this.
Believe that?
They pay big money.
It's the reason why millennials are never going to be able to own homes.
Yes.
We buy too much avocado.
$12 avocado toast.
I've only had it on.
I like it.
No, stay in character.
Eric
Stay in character. I love this.
Yeah, he's still cold over there.
It's the dry humor.
It's so good.
Okay, so for me, I mean, I feel like I have to branch out because I'm kind of the same. Like my day-to-day, my daily driver waffle toppings. First of all, lemon poppy seed waffle is my go-to now. Yeah. It's a newer flavor. We just launched it this spring. It's really light, citrusy, sweet. Has a nice quality about it. It's just very springtime, very summertime. So I'll throw a little bit of butter on that, and then banana, raspberry, and blueberry, drizzle of syrup, and that's my gig right there.
Nice.
And then for the savory one, actually I just did this the other day, and it like kind of blew my mind a little bit. But I did. It was a homestyle waffle, so the unflavored one, and I had some chicken thigh in the fridge. So I just threw this marinated chicken thigh on the waffle. Right, and just made like a chicken and waffle, but it didn't have the sweetness to it. I didn't put syrup on it, but I put barbecue sauce on it.
Dang.
So
You're making me hungry.
This is wild. I'm trying. My brain isn't
Did you
figuring this
sandwich
out.
No, I didn't.
No,
I
that'd be
ate
good too, huh?
Yeah.
face like an avocado toast or whatever.
Right.
And I'm not gourmet over here. Not like this guy. The flaky salt is a pro move. You can throw flaky salt on anything and it makes it better. So let's definitely take that one.
Flaky salt your waffles.
I got some flaky salt here. Oh.
Bougie like that.
Yeah.
How about some bacon? You guys have you guys experienced with bacon yet on these things?
For sure. I will alternate the sweet and savory breakfast with like egg and bacon.
Oh, egg and bacon.
Yeah.
On the herb.
So classic.
That one or the home
Yeah,
style.
I've tried
Frankly, I'm not super picky. I kind of like that little hint of sweetness from like the vanilla cinnamon waffle with the bacon and egg in there. I don't mind that. Yeah.
There's no rules when it
There's
comes.
no rules.
The irony here is that there's no sweetener in the waffles that are on the sweeter side.
Right.
It's like
They're not like-
vanilla and cinnamon just leans more towards sweeter flavors,
Just
like
feels.
strawberry
Perception
jam
flavor.
and butter.
It's not like a bunch of stevia in there or something.
No,
Nothing.
definitely not.
Yeah.
No artificial
Stevia's gross.
sweeteners.
Hate that.
No sugar. You get to put your own amount of sweetener on there with the syrup or the jam
Right.
or whatever
Yes.
you want. So,
Yes.
Yeah.
Love it.
Check.
Cool. Well, if people are listening to this, they're probably just
wanting some waffles.
salivating right now.
We'll put whatever you say in the description.
Where are they going to get their unwaffle needs met?
For our local Bozemanites and Montanans, you can find us in a selection of stores around the state, mostly around the Bozeman area. Town and Countries all carry them, and the co-op carries them. And then you can check out our website for other places around Montana. But we're really focused on selling to people in the lower 48 states online. Eatunwaffle.com is where you can find us. We ship to the lower 48. We pack up the waffles in an insulated box with an ice pack, and we ship them to you anywhere that you are. So you can enjoy Unwaffle anywhere, not just in our beautiful neck of the woods.
Awesome.
Love it. Well, this has been great. My only regret is that we haven't been eating waffles this whole time.
No, we're going to put a toaster in here.
We were just going to keep ripping
waffles
flavors,
the whole time.
but we probably would have been here all afternoon just been talking about eating waffles,
I'm not sure
which is
people
what
like
we've
the
been doing.
sound of chewing in the
Right.
microphone.
Yes.
Yeah, the smack.
See?
Yeah.
That's where, I'd be out of here.
So it's better we didn't.
We can go have some waffles now.
Recovery waffles now.
That's right. We do.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
could
yeah.
use some.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks for being on. Hopefully,
guys.
it was really fun.
Great to be here with you guys. Thanks for the song. I was
Yeah.
literally speechless for like a couple minutes. I was just like sitting here,
Yeah.
trying to compose myself from after that.
It
But
was beautiful. Can we find that on Spotify?
Yeah. It'll be recorded and released.
I mean,
in our quarter 2 album.
we're gonna take it out. This is all ended.
Play us out, boys.
All right. We're here in Montana, where Waffle is from. Eating golden circles like a hungry mastodon. Looking at the flavors, pray God I see chocolate. You can train your legs, you can train your will. You can fill an empty stomach, so get your waffle fill. We're hopping on waffle to curb our cravings tonight. Oh, blueberry waffles or lemon poppy seed. Chocolate is the best, you gotta add the whipped cream. Hey, vanilla and cinnamon. Oh, savory garden herb got me saying the word. Original waffle, I can't be erased. Hey, Unwaffle. That's our show. Thanks for listening.